Hello, how is everyone doing today? This is my lunchtime nugget number 3, but this one is a little different. As you guys know, I know you guys have watched my other videos, and I've always said that one of the main things that I've always want to do when recording my video is being very transparent. And I've been led to do certain videos in reference to something, and that's because the season that I'm in right now, and I want to share it with you guys. And in my spiritual growth, and it has a lot to do with the church that I'm going, the messages that I've been hearing. My love for God have grown tremendously. My hunger for him has grown tremendously. And I'm experiencing something so wonderful, and that's why I'm so led to share this with you today. And I have something that I want to share with you. And I'll be honest, I've always felt that I'm a better writer than a speaker, and that's something that I'll grow. Believe it or not, these videos, it hasn't been the easiest thing for me, because I see when it comes to speaking, I still have some growth that's needed. But I'm not going, because of that, I'm not going to stop doing what I feel that I'm led to do, which is to encourage you guys. And in the midst of it's something I was really feeling last night and today, so I wrote down what I was feeling, something that I wanted to share with you guys. It's like, for us females, when we find a sale with shoes or clothes or something that's really nice, you rush and you want to share it with your friends. Well, I don't want to be greedy. I want to share this with you guys that are listening, and that when you leave with my message, you leave with something that's going to encourage you to seek God, or to seek just to seek him and be more close with him. And that's my encouragement today. And what can I say? I wrote down what I was feeling. Like I say, I feel like I express myself better in words, and hopefully eventually, not hopefully, I know I will grow and be able to express myself better in these videos. But I had to write down, because what I was feeling, what I'm feeling is so strong. I had to write this down and share it with you today. There are times that we are unsure about a situation, and you will not know what to do. You sometimes need a solution to a problem or a struggle, and I have the answer for you today. I know how you can seek that solution, or seek the answer to a question that you have, that you can't seem to figure it out. And in my spiritual growth, this is something that I have learned to do, and I have gotten the answers to my question, or found peace in the midst of my storm. Do you want to know what to do? And that's simple. And I wrote the word simple, but it's not simple. It's something that is so simple for us to do, but it's so difficult for us to do it. As simple as it is one of the most difficult things for us to do. And you know what that is? To spend time with God. Spend time with God in prayer. And I would like to ask you to do this. For those of you, well, you know what? Not just someone that's going through a problem or that need an answer. Everyone that's listening to this, I would like for you to start off at least spending 1 hour in worship and prayer. That was my prayer, that whatever I say in this message today stays with you. I'm trying to be as transparent as I can be. And if you don't know what to pray about, because an hour may seem very long, sit and play worship, play a song, play some gospel music that you love. Close your eyes and try to relax and not think about the situation that you're in at that moment. You can start off by when you're praying, thanking him for all that he has done. Then express to him all your concerns. You know, sometimes it's just good to sit, worship, and listen to the music. And believe it or not, as you're sitting there and you're in worship, some of the answers are going to come to you while you're in prayer and you are in worship. Sometimes he may even send someone your way. It might not happen that moment when you're in prayer and worship, but maybe the next day or the day that he sees as fit for you to receive your answer, he can send someone to answer or to give you an answer to your situation or your struggles. He might send someone to help you. And sometimes we may have to go through these things because he wants us to become stronger. Or sometimes he may want you to go through something because you going through it, later on you may be able to help someone that's going through this situation that you are going through right now. And sometimes we are waiting on God when all along he is waiting on you. So I encourage you today to start off with at least an hour. And believe me, sometimes you know, you might think that an hour is a long time, but sometimes the hour goes by so fast that you may not even realize that you have been spending time in his presence over an hour. And you will soon see that once you start doing this, your hunger for him will grow, your love for him will grow, and you will start dealing with situations and looking at situations very differently. And you know, I've come to realize, and I've learned that all God desires is for us to seek him and spend time with him. The only reason I could speak to you about this is because I've learned to spend time with him. And I've experienced this. You know, I was a person that will always seek answers from others. And I'm learning to seek my answers from him. And I'm telling you, he is going to answer. There have been times that I've been in worship and prayer, and while I have my eyes closed and my hands lifted, it's like I can feel him. Sometimes you don't necessarily hear his voice. You see these thoughts that come to you, and it's so clear as to why you may be going through this, what you have to do. I'm telling you, just try it. Try it. Give it at least an hour. And you're going to see this hour you're going to spend more than an hour. I'm telling you. When you're engulfed in his presence, when you open your eyes, sometimes you don't even realize how long you have been in worship. And that's my nugget for you today. I encourage you. Spend time with him. You know, you hear it. I've heard it. You know, I grew up in church all my life, and I've heard this. Spend time in prayer with God. And you hear it over and over. And until you do not start doing it, you will not fully understand what your pastor is telling you. You will not fully understand. Sometimes you hear it in messages. Sometimes I've listened to messages in YouTube. And it's such amazing. It's such a beautiful experience. So my encouragement for you today is spend time with him. Let's start with at least 1 hour a day. Worship and pray. At least an hour. And you're going to see that soon it's going to be an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Believe me, it happens. So that's my encouragement for you today. Okay? If you want answers to your questions, if you are confused, if you don't know what to do about a situation, or even if it's something that you're going through and maybe you need to go through it to help someone else, sometimes God needs to allow certain things to happen in your life to build you. But guess what? When you spend time with God and your relationship with him is stronger, you deal with things differently. Sometimes you understand that some of the things that are coming your way is a distraction. When your relationship with God is on another level, you are able to discern it immediately. You know what? This is a distraction. This is a distraction that's trying to keep my concentration away from what God wants me to do. It's trying to distract me from my relationship. It's trying to make me depressed. It's trying to hinder my relationship. It's trying to hinder my growth. I'm asking for you today, just that one thing. Spend at least 1 hour with God a day. Set aside a time. I know for me, as a single mom, I find that, you know, when I put my babies to sleep at night, I'm able to spend more time with him. And you know, I'm learning to really enjoy being single. You know, being single, you have more time to spend time with him. You know, I'm just trying to be as transparent as I can be with you. So be blessed, stay encouraged, and I hope that this has encouraged someone that's going through something. I just hope it has encouraged everyone that's watching this message today. I love you guys. Be blessed, stay encouraged, and stay tuned until next time. Love you guys.